Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today's just going to be a get ready with me while I just chat about whatever has been on my mind lately, and I've been wanting to film this video for a while and I keep thinking that I need to be just ready to film it, and you know what, I don't think I'll ever be ready, so I thought let's just get it over and done with now because I think some people might be able to relate to this video. Now, before I go on, I just do need to let you know that I had a little bit of FOMO, but not really, because when I saw these in the Aldi catalogue, I was like, you know what, I just love this whole little logo and I love the colours. I did have to go and buy it. I went out and I got myself the limited edition Aldimania sweatshirt. Well, this is a Sloppy Joe. So yes, I did. I went and bought it. So this is the little label here, and I don't even know if I'm focused there or not. I'm so sorry if I'm not. That's the nice grey marley top with the Aldi symbol in the light blue, navy blue, red, and again little red there, orange and yellow, and I just think it's so pretty, and it's got like this little detailing around the neckline as well. And I'm in the shade extra large, guys. Yes, that's my shade. I got the size extra large because they are a little bit on the smallish side, even though they said they are a relaxed fit. Now, I am no skinny person, but yeah, a little bit on the smaller side to be a relaxed fit. Then I did buy the tracksuit pant, and they do have a little detail there of the Aldi logo, and also on the pant right there you see it. They are pocketed, and these are extra large, so these fit me fine. I did have a large in these, but they were just a little bit snug around the waistline. But yeah, my mum talked me into going back and exchanging them for a extra large. So I'm really happy about that. I do need to wash them first before wearing because they have that really brand new smell to everything. So there you go, guys. I'm very happy with my little tracksuit pant mix. Today's video is, like I said, it's a get ready with me, and I've been wanting to film this video for a while. But for those of you who may or may not know, I had two bunny rabbits called Orlando and Bloom. Orlando was the boy and Bloom was the girl. And I adopted them from a rescue shelter, Porsche's Rescue, in 2016, March 28th. 2016, and they were living with me as indoor free-range bunnies for a very long time. Orlando, the boy, unfortunately he passed from cancer on the 29th of November 2023, and my girl Bloom, she passed last year, 31st of August 2024. And yeah, they were my life, pretty much. They were my life. I will put some pictures of my beautiful babies in this video so you can see. But I just wanted to talk about attachment. I wanted to talk about attachment because I have this thing about the last things that were still around in the house whilst they were both alive, and especially since Bloom she was the last one to survive 9 months after her brother passed away. I don't think I was supposed to cry in this video, but I wasn't expecting to. Okay, get it together, Jules. Get it together. So, things that were still that was still around while she was alive, I've kind of packed away. And, you know, like the last, you know, detergent that I used to use while she was away, I have half of it still and I've stashed it away because it remembers it. I remember that by her being alive. And, you know, just plants that I've bought, you know, to the point where certain leaves have been around while she was alive. And geez, I've gone blank now, but pretty much like things that were in their place while she was still alive, I don't want to move them around. And yes, I have done a cleanup of, you know, their setup, IKEA beds. I've put them away, but they're actually still around. They're in another, they're behind me, but in the gym room, I call it. And, you know, I gathered up all her little poops, her little Easter egg poops, and I put them all in a jar. And, you know, just talking about the last items, the physical items that remind me of her and him, of course. But because she was my last surviving living rabbit, I feel like so sorely, I just feel so sad, sorely sad, because when her brother passed away, I know that she was all alone, but she still had me, and she knew her brother had passed. You know, that night that we had to take him in to be put down restfully to sleep. And, you know, she didn't come because he was really kind of scaring her because he wasn't really able to breathe properly, and the medication that he was on anyway. When we came back home with an empty carrier, she kind of knew that he wasn't going to be coming back. And for the past whole week, I left that carrier open, and she'd go in there and she'd smell around, and I couldn't bring myself to bring his body back to show her, because she just already knew that he was sick. You know, you just know the behaviour of a bunny when their partner is sick. And what I'm trying to say is it's okay to hold on to those memories. It's okay to hold on to the things that remind you of them whilst they were still alive. It's okay to just have those things that keep you thinking about them, because I always want to remember them. And, you know, I'm still grieving. I am looking after 3 cats at the moment. Long story short, the male cat next door, he's not fixed, or he's not desexed, and he obviously got a stray cat pregnant, and that cat had her babies underneath the house next door, and we noticed that, and we started to feed the mother cat because we really felt sorry for her, and we obviously felt sorry for the kittens because they were not getting fed. Okay, they were not getting fed. And anyway, we have the mama cat desexed now, and her 2 babies are fully desexed. They're desexed, and they're living with us, and they will probably be living here for the rest of their life, you know. Even though I'm not really a cat person, I love all animals, and I do love cats and dogs and everything, but I'm a bunny rabbit person, you know. And everyone's like, oh, maybe they came into your life because Bloom and Orlando sent them to you. I don't believe so. Because let me grieve my bunnies. Let me, you know, I wasn't ready to even get a new bunny rabbit after, or any bunnies after they had passed. So, yeah, just things like the detergent that was last used. I've got half the bottle of that saved up. What else? I mean, I can't think of anything right now. I've actually gone blank. I probably should have written it all down, but it's crazy the association that you have with objects that remind you of your past pets. I don't know if anyone else has that. I don't know if you're the kind of person that has to just make sure everything's out of sight, out of mind. And I mean, for those of you who have to relocate and move houses, you know, and you think, oh my God, how can I even move out of this place when my last babies were still living here, you know? It's, how do you fathom that? Do you feel like you're abandoning them even though they are actually gone? But I believe that they are still here on earth with us, you know, or not earth, but just their spirit is here with you. And I like to think that they are still around in some way, shape or form. I haven't had any kind of crazy, you know, things happen since they've passed. I mean, I have found the occasional poop under the sofa or in a really random spot while I'm cleaning out cupboards and stuff like that. I have stumbled across a random, you know, strand of hay or a dropping, you know. But, you know, so sorry about this video being maybe a little bit morbid. It's not meant to be. And how long can one person keep working in a tinted moisturiser? By the way, I'm using the Tau 28 tinted moisturiser. Sunny days, yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to put some bronzer on because I feel like I need to bronze my face up a little bit. But I knew this video wasn't going to work out the way I wanted it to, and I'm not going to force it because I had it all planned in my mind on what I was going to say, and it's not coming out the way I want. But to get the point across, things will always, you know, remind me of my babies. You know, it's just like certain songs, you know, you might be in your car driving and all of a sudden you turn on the radio and next minute you know you're singing the song, but then you're just kind of like thinking about the memories that you had with them, and next minute you're bawling your eyes out in your car thinking about everything and hoping to God no one sees you bawling your eyes out in your car, because, you know, it's not a really good look, if you know what I mean. It's not a really good look at all. But it happens, right? It happens. Tell me. I want to know in the comments below, do you relate to what I'm talking about? I think we all have those moments, you know. I still cry pretty much every day for their passing, and you know, I don't know if I'll ever be ready to get another bunny again now that I have 3 cats. Never say never, but I'm just not ready to even go down that route with getting a new pet bunny. I am still subscribed in all the bunny groups that I was in with Orlando and Bloom while I had them, and they were with me for a good 9.5 years. But just the cancer, my poor girl, she had this lump growing in her dewlap, and we had to get it drained of blood every 2 weeks because it was just it was a hemorrhagic tumour. It was inconclusive with whether it was, cancerous or not, but the point was it just kept filling up with blood, and she wasn't able to eat, she wasn't able to sit down properly, to the point where she was so uncomfortable, and it was really, really uncomfortable for her to have this tumour drained constantly, and then it would just fill up even quicker after it was drained out. And then my poor boy, he had a tumour on his heart, and couldn't operate because of all the blood vessels and everything near his heart. It was terrible, and we were trying to manage that with steroids, and in the end it was affecting his breathing, and then it led to a lot of just like almost choking and sneezing at the same time, and he was in another world. He was in another world. So yeah, I think that I'm just not even going to put on any mascara on this video today. Just going to put a bit of blush, and yeah, I'm so sorry for this video being, I'm not going to apologise, whatever. I know it's I am very conscious of everything. I overthink everything. I know what I look like, and I know what I look like. What I'm trying to say is I'm aware of every action that I'm doing, and I can't switch it off. And that's why it's very hard for me to just toss it out the window and be very raw, be very real, be very this and that, and have no inhibitions and blah, 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 blah. Because I am an overthinker. I always have been, and I always will be, and I don't know, I'm just not going to fight it. I don't care if I come across as being, fake or whatever. I really don't. But anyway, so that's the video. I will put on a little bit of lip gloss. Oh, it's a lipstick actually by Chantecaille. And I'll do my eyebrows as well, why not? Like I said, this video is so all over the place, and I'm sorry. Whoever watches this, please know that I am deeply sorry for boring you, if I have bored you to tears or whatever, I don't know. But pets, hey, they really are the best therapy. They are the best therapy. And if you're fortunate to own one, treat them right, love them, hug them, and yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye for now.